Hello, my name is Zidni Zidan Fasya Falik, and today I will talk about Indonesia readiness in the Industrial Revolution 4.0. Prior to the question, what is Industrial Revolution? Industrial revolutions means a big and radical change in the way humans produce goods. This major change has occurred 3 times, and we are currently experiencing the fourth industrial revolution. Every major change is always followed by a major change in the economic, political, even military and cultural. First, the Industrial Revolution 1.0 is the one most frequently discussed, namely the process that began with the discovery and use of steam engine in the process of producing goods. This discovery is very important because before the existence of the steam engine, we could only rely on muscle power, hydropower, and wind power to move anything. If you only use human muscle power, horse, cows, and other muscular force, it is impossible to lift very heavy objects, even with the help of pulleys. It takes regular breaks to restore this energy. So the production process, if you want to run 24 hours a day, requires energy. Apart from muscle, other forces that are often used are hydropower and wind power. As for turning a mill that is so heavy, people often use water wheels or windmills. The main problem with these two forces is we can use them anywhere. So now that engine power is not limited by muscle, wind, and waterfalls, there have been tremendous cost saving in production, transportation, and even the military. The goods that were produced become much more numerous, cheaper, and easier to obtain. But this revolution led to a shortage of labor. Initially, so many people were needed to run production machines. Now suddenly all that power has been replaced by a steam engine. This means that all of a sudden all the human labor becomes free. They can be employed in other fields. Second, Industrial Revolution 2.0 was the creation of assembly lines that use conveyor belt, namely with a sequential production process such as in car manufacturing, assembling tires and doors, then steering, then wheel, and so on. With this revolution, the production process changed completely. Previously, one builder worked on a car from start to finish. Now the builders are organized to become specialists by only taking care of one part, initialing tires, for example. And with this evolution, car production increased every year, starting from tens of thousands per year, and then hundreds of thousands, then goes to millions a year. Production using this conveyor belt also lowers production time and cost in many other fields, with increased time making for more time spent in other areas. In addition, conveyor belts are also used to transport mining goods from mine to ship, and then from ships to factory. The use of conveyor belt and production lines also save the land area required by the factory, so that the land use is reduced. Third is Industrial Revolution 3.0 is the replacement of human with machines that think automatically, computers and robots. Advance in computer technology very rapidly after the Second World War ended. The invention of semiconductors, followed by transistors, then integrated chips, made the computer size smaller. The electricity needed was less, while the computing ability was very high. Along with the advancement of computers, the advancement of machines that can be controlled by computer has also increased. Various machines are created with forms and functions that resemble human form and functions. The computer becomes the brain, The robot became his hand. Slowly, the function of manual labor disappeared. Due to this advance, there was a change from analog data to digital data. Because of this revolution too, video games have become a normal part of our life, becoming business worth billions, even trillions of dollars. The third industrial revolution have another name, that is digital revolution. Fourth, Industrial Revolution 4.0. There were four things in this era. First, the internet. All computers connected to a shared network. Not only are we connected to the giant network, but we are always connected to the giant network. This is what is called the Internet of Things. Second, technological advance have also created smart sensors to take advantage of the information obtained from the sensor, which record everything 24 hours a day. This information have concerned the performance of its human employee. For example, now the company can track the movement of all and every employee while they are in the factory. There is still a lot of other information that can be obtained from different data. So there are still various ways to increase factory productivity that were previously unthinkable. Because there are so many varieties as well as the amount of new data, this aspect is often called big data. The third is cloud computing. Cloud computing is processing data via the internet, so that it can be done in another place, not at the factory. Like a company that has two factories in two different countries, you just have to buy a supercomputer to process the required data simultaneously for the two factories. There is no need to do it separately. Fourth, machine learning, namely machines that have the ability to learn, which can realize that they have made a mistake so that they make the right correction to improve the next result. Now we return to the question of Indonesia readiness in the Industrial Revolution 4.0. This can be seen from the measurement of the INDI 4.0 or Indonesia Industry 4.0 Readiness Index, which consists of level 0, not ready, level 1, initial readiness, level 2, moderate readiness, level 3, mature readiness, and level 4, already implemented. Based on the result of the self-assessment conducted by each industry, the average Indonesia manufacturing industry readiness index is at the level of 2.14, or it is considered quite ready to implement Industry 4.0. The Ministry of Industry claims that Indonesia is ready to face the Industrial Era 4.0. So, in terms of readiness, Indonesia is ready to further implement this Industrial Revolution 4.0. I'm sorry if there is a wrong word or pronunciation. In the future, I will correct it, and thank you for listening to my speech.